Ever wonder why it's so hard to manage your daily teaching tasks, even with all the available technology? You might be overwhelmed, using one system to post assignments, another to record grades, and yet another to maintain your calendar, all while relying on email to communicate. Well, now there's a simple way to manage your classroom. Schoology streamlines your workload without slowing you down, so you can spend less time administering your tools and more time teaching, communicating, and collaborating. And it's free. Schoology lets you organize your courses, post content for your students, and track due dates to easily manage your schedule. You can increase student engagement by hosting interactive discussions and grade your students on their participation. Your students can even take online tests and quizzes directly within the platform, allowing for immediate scoring and analysis. Schoology makes collecting homework easier than ever. Students can submit their assignments into an online Dropbox, where you can provide one-on-one feedback and track revisions. Student activity is automatically captured, saving you time as you record grades, manage attendance, and assess student performance. The secure platform connects classrooms for shared learning, whether they're down the hall, across the country, or around the world. It also facilitates professional learning communities, providing a forum for the sharing of resources and ideas, as well as private teacher-to-teacher communications. It supports learning beyond classroom walls and long after the dismissal bell. It's more than just a teaching tool. Schoology's an entire toolbox. So why not sign up for your free account today? Schoology. Learn together.
This lesson I observed, I was trying to receive feedback on the knowledge that the students had gained the day before on the steps on a choking infant, reacting to someone that's having a heart attack, and making sure that they knew the basic steps. There's more to it, but knew the basic steps of providing the right care for people. And I was able to get instant feedback by looking at the discussion board, and also then I could talk to specific individuals as I was being posted for those that were just missing a step in there, and I just had to clarify that they knew exactly what I was looking for. The main app we're using is the Schoology app, and that did get added eventually to all the iPads, and it was for ease for them to log into. But what the Schoology app is providing that discussion board for us to utilize as often as we need. And again, it's basically an instant formative assessment for me to determine that they are receiving the information that I need them to understand for our future quizzes or tests. Also, the app provides areas for assignments and tests, which I utilize the test app or the test ability in it because of just the setup of my classes and the time that I have. Another app would be the Notes app. We use the Notes app for assignments that I have uploaded into Schoology for them, where they can provide text boxes, or they can write, or they can highlight on the assignment I've given to them, and then they can send that back to me in a Dropbox, and that's how they'll turn in an assignment. The main setup, it comes from the Schoology app. The Notes and the First Aid app, that's there's no time involved with those apps. But the Schoology, it's a matter of setting up your courses, for each class or period. And that's by personal preference to you, but I've had it set up by periods and grade levels, because I have multiple grade levels. And then within that, the setup was, the material that, the PowerPoints, the assignments, uploading old tests for them to practice on, because they can practice it in the Notes app. And then, the tests that I want them to take, I have to set them up. But as far as setup time, you're looking, if it's something that you're looking for, you got 3 to 5 days a week of school of using some of your prep time to set up your courses for the Schoology app. But it's well worth it in what you get back out of it. The main benefit, what you would have seen already in one of the lessons is the discussion board. The first day that I was able to present that to the students, the 8th graders in particular really liked it. Because one, they could see the responses of other students and base their knowledge off of what other students in the class were believing they were learning from what I was teaching them. So you could see the differences, and then two, They can give each other feedback on whether or not they like the response. Sometimes yeah, there's a joke around time in there, but they eventually were giving themselves feedback to clarify some answers along with myself, so that the discussion board is what, as far as receiving instant feedback, or you can assign it as a summative assessment too, just based on what you're looking for. The testing part of it has been a great benefit for me, just due to the fact with my classes I have students coming in late from other testing, or they're gone for some band trials or mass choir. It allows me them extra time to take them outside of the classroom setting, because I have a X amount of time, which isn't much, to get this knowledge across to them. So it allows them to work outside of class, and I can communicate with them through the discussion board, or I can communicate them through the posts that they've given. I can give them instant feedback regarding if they have answered it correctly or not. When they submit a test or an assignment, I can give feedback on those assignments or those tests about what they could do better, or what they need to change. So as far as a time-wise, that's what's been real beneficial for me, because of the students being gone, and I can still teach outside of class when they're not there. I can set up my summative tests are basically the unit tests. I set up it's multiple choice, true and false. I can fill in the blank, essays, short answer. I can set up my tests using all those formats, which is offered on the Schoology app. The Schoology app it corrects the multiple choice, it corrects the true and false for you, and the fill in blank. And you can also offer that it leaves a space there for feedback if you choose to give feedback on those answers. The essay or the short answer ones, those you have to correct yourself individually, but all you have to do is pull it up on your computer or iPad. You can scroll through, you can see what they've answered correctly or incorrectly, read the essay questions, and then you can judge your score from that point. So that's my summative end, has been through that. My big formative has been the discussion board, which you observed. Through 4 weeks, each class has posted a minimum of 5-6 discussions, which I'd honestly like to use it more, and just getting used to it and incorporating new questions. So again, it's a learning curve for me, but that has been a great formative piece for me. And then the Dropbox of having assignments that I posted on there, a kids' health, old practice tests, presentations or PowerPoints. They can upload those, open them in notes, change some of the answers or information, turn that back in. That's also been a formative assessment for me, because I can go in and view what they've turned into me. I can check it off that they've completed it, and they have shown everything that I was expecting them to have learned from the lessons of the day or the previous day. So I've used the Dropbox and the discussion points as my formative end. I'm logged into Schoology, and I pull it up. Right up here there is I don't know what it's actually would be called, but it's an information bar, and it's telling me right now that 5 people have turned in an assignment, or they have turned in a test that they have missed or they were gone on. So I can just go on up, I can click on it, and it'll load up, and it tells Isaiah McKenzie, Mackenzie Brockman, Annika Merkins, Josie Harrier, Hunter Sealing submitted a test or a discussion or something, so that I know, alright, I can go back in, I can pull up the course, and I can observe what they have turned in. So it gives me instant feedback to keep up on my grading and posting a response back to them.